Hello, my friends. This is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine, the best you can find, 30 plus years in medicine. Today, Dr. B wants to talk to you about the best way to cut immediately in just a few minutes your craving for food. How do you cut your hunger, your craving for food, the best way? And this is also my way, and this is also exactly what I do. The best way to cut your craving for food. And here it is. Look at this. I'm not advertising any brand, I swear to God. This is just to tell you, I am holding a pound and 9 ounces of pure, no salt, no sugar almonds. It's in a beautiful bag like this, right? Beautiful bag. I ordered these bags online. I ordered 5 bags of pure, healthy, no sugar, no salt, no nothing, because then it becomes processed food and it becomes unhealthy. 5 almond bags of almond, right? Pure California almond, grown right here where I live in California. At the same time, I order 5 bags, but walnuts. Same thing, no sugar, no fat, no nothing, no sugar, no salt, no nothing. 5 bags of pistachios, the same thing, a pound and 9 ounces of pure pistachios from California. No salt, no sugar, no nothing, right? Otherwise, it's processed food. It's not healthy then. And I do the same thing for peanuts. So I get almonds, 5 bags, peanuts, walnuts, and pistachios. They last me for an entire month, right? These bags, right? I come home, right, after work around 5 or 6 o'clock. I go to the gym, come back, have my protein juice. Pure protein juice with cocoa powder, pure cocoa powder, no sugar, no nothing. So I'm relaxing and everything. I sit down behind my computer or the TV, watching the news, checking my email, right? It's the evening. And of course, I get hungry because that protein juice after my workout doesn't cut my hunger. So I grab a full handful of these almonds with 2 cups of decaf coffee or tea. Decaf after 12 o'clock for me at least. No caffeine, right? And believe me, I start eating this. The simple fact of chewing keeps me busy. I'm checking my email, watching the news, doing my medical reports for the patients, blah, blah, blah. Whatever I do, or I watch TV, or you can watch a movie, whatever the catch you do, it doesn't matter. Your mouth is busy chewing, sending signals to your hypothalamus, right? The hypothalamus is a part of the brain in the middle lower part of your brain that is responsible for craving, for hunger. On the other side, it's also responsible for telling you to stop eating because you've had enough. This is called satiety. Satiety means no longer being hungry. Once you have achieved satiety, right, the hypothalamus tells you, I'm done, I'm full, enough of it. After just a few minutes, I have started eating the handful of almonds with tea or coffee, right? And it takes me a long time to do that, right? Because I'm busy checking my email, reading the news, reading my medical journal. It's the evening. I'm relaxing after my gym and everything. And at the end of one handful of walnuts, I'm done, right? It is impossible to gain any weight with this. With this, or walnuts, or pistachios, or peanuts, you cannot gain any weight. There's absolutely no carb or barely 1 or 2 or 3 grams of carbs in its servings, right? So you don't gain weight, and you don't, and because it's full of fat, healthy vegetable fats, right? It cuts your hunger. Guys, when you are hungry, when you crave for food, it's the evening or the afternoon or on a weekend, you're sitting at home and you're craving for food, do not grab a fruit. Do not grab something that is sweet. Do not grab ice cream. Do not grab any cake, because those are packed with sugar. When you are craving for food and you eat fruits, right, your sugar in the blood is going to spike a huge amount, right? You're going to have a spike of sugar, glucose. Fruits are full of sugar, right? That's a problem with fruits, right? They are very healthy for you, especially when you're young, but after a certain age, they are no longer healthy. You need to cut back on fruits, right? And then so fruits are packed with sugar. So that's why I avoid fruits. I get everything that are in the fruits. I get them from nuts, tomato paste, tea, coffee, olive oil, walnut oil, right? Cocoa powder. There are so many other ways to get your vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, polyphenols, blah, 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 without eating all these nasty fruits that are packed with calories and sugar. Obviously, when you're young, it's okay, but as you get older, I'm 50 years young, I don't want to be fat, right? I want to be healthy, right? So I cut back on that completely. So if you eat, guys, a fruit to cut your craving, the sugar is going to spike in your blood. And what you're going to get, as the sugar is spiking, your pancreas is going to produce a huge amount of insulin. That insulin is going to bring that spike of sugar down suddenly. And my God, that's when your hypothalamus is going to become hungry again. So once you eat a banana or 2 bananas and a mango, or 2 bananas and another fruit, right, and an apple, have you noticed after just 1 hour you are hungry again? Why are you hungry again? Because you didn't eat healthy vegetable fats and fibers that you have in this. You filled up your belly with a lot of sugar. That's the problem with fruits. It's great to eat fruits, and I used to eat fruits constantly, dozens of fruits per day when I was younger. But the problem with fruits is that they come with a massive amount of sugar and therefore calories, right? So when you eat, when you are craving, you come back from work, or it's on the weekend, or it's the evening, and you are craving for food, do not eat Doritos or freaking potato chips or cake, ice cream, fruits. Stay away from those. Grab a fistful, a handful of healthy nuts. Walnuts, almonds, peanuts, pistachios, with caffeine-free tea, caffeine-free coffee after 12 o'clock for me, right? My God, this is packed with healthy antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, fibers. This is how I get my dietary fibers. Almonds, nuts, all nuts are packed with healthy dietary fibers that prevent colon cancers, right? So when you hear people telling you it's good to eat fruits and vegetables 5 servings per day, okay, but what do you do with all that sugar that is in those stuff, right? They are packed with sugar. So personally, Dr. B, who has a blood pressure like a baby, my hemoglobin A1C like a baby, my glucose, my fasting sugar like a baby, I have no body fat at all. I take the ultrasound probe, put it on my liver, kidney, everywhere. My skin, no freaking fat, zero fat, no love handles, because I stick to this kind of diet. And I have cut back completely everything that has sugar. Now, this healthy vegetable fat, right? Almond fat, peanut fat, walnut fat, olive oil, walnut oil, all these healthy oils, right? They cut your hunger because they do not cause a spike of insulin in your blood. When you eat a fruit packed with sugar, the sugar goes into your blood, it gets absorbed by your intestine, it goes into your bloodstream. From there, the sugar goes into your pancreas, and the pancreas produces a huge amount of insulin in response to this spike of sugar. So now you have a huge amount of insulin, massive amount of insulin in your blood, and as you know very well, insulin produces fat. Insulin gonna convert all this sugar you have in your blood. Insulin, what is it gonna do to that sugar, that huge sugar that you got from 2 bananas and a mango and blah blah blah, and an ice cream and blah blah blah, and those potato chips and those Dorito nasty shit people eat, right? Huge amount of sugar. So now you are left, after you ate those nasty stuff full of sugar and carbohydrate, you are left with a huge amount of insulin in your blood. Now, anybody who has done any molecular biology or knows a little bit about human physiology knows that insulin is a very, very, very powerful hormones that produces fat. So all this sugar that you have in your blood, insulin is going to convert it into fat that is going to be put in your love handle, in your hips, around your buttocks, in your belly, inside your belly, that becomes visceral fat, right? And then as insulin has transformed all the sugar in your blood into fat, sugar becomes fat thanks to insulin. What happens then? No more sugar, very low amount of sugar in your blood. The hypothalamus, which is the center for hunger inside your brain, hypothalamus, is gonna tell your brain, my God, I'm hungry again. And have you noticed, as I said, once you eat a ton of sugar, suddenly an hour later, you're hungry again. So then you're going to go open the refrigerator, grab another mango, another ice cream, oh, look at that cake. Oh, look at me. I want to have a slice of that pizza. It's crazy. And the next thing you know, you have already swallowed 2,000 calories. The next morning you wake up, you have more body fat, more visceral fat, more fat on your buttocks, more fat on your hips, more fat on your belly, right? So please, the best way to cut your hunger is to eat nuts. Nuts are packed with healthy dietary fibers. They have tiny like that of carbohydrates, barely anything, right? And they are packed with minerals, antioxidants, vitamins, and everything. On this pack that I just received, I received a lot of them, right? Walnuts and everything. I'm going to read you the healthy stuff that is in it. Look, calcium, it has full of calcium, iron, potassium, vitamin E, riboflavin, vitamin B2, right? Riboflavin, phosphorus, magnesium, copper, manganese, in addition to, of course, healthy dietary fibers. 6 grams of proteins. Think about that. In just one servings of these beautiful almonds, I get 6 grams of proteins and 3 grams of dietary fibers, healthy freaking dietary fibers, plus manganese, iron, vitamins, blah, 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 antioxidants, healthy vitamins and healthy fats, right? Polyunsaturated fat, right? Omega-3, monounsaturated fat, right? Omega-9. So I get omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, healthy, right? Plus omega-9 fatty acid by eating just a handful of almonds, which also completely cut my craving. I will not get a sugar spike, therefore not an insulin spike, therefore I will not accumulate fat in my tummy, my butt, my viscera, right? Remember, insulin produces fat, right? It converts sugar into fat. So my God, this is so super healthy, and that's it, I'm done. My brain, my hypothalamus is not going to wake up in an hour and say, I'm hungry, go to the refrigerator, grab something else. It's just not going to happen. Even if it happened, which is not possible, there's nothing in my refrigerator. My refrigerator is a tiny one, right? It has only 3 shelves. It's a tiny refrigerator. There's nothing. Just water and some fat-free, sugar-free yogurt that I keep to get my probiotics, right? That's it, right? Unlike the refrigerators of my sister, she has 2 of them. They're huge, bigger than a car. Each refrigerator, they are packed from top to bottom with nasty food and fruits and ice cream and milk and this and that and meat. And my God, it's crazy how much food they have in their kitchen. Their kitchen is bigger than my apartment, right? My sister and her husband, right? And her 3 kids. And they eat and they eat and they eat and they constantly crave for food. The more they eat, the more they crave for food, because they eat the wrong food when they are craving for food. Guys, remember, if you eat something that is sugary, you will get a spike of insulin that will make you fat, will convert the sugar that you just ate into fat. The sugar that you just ate will cut your hunger temporarily. 1 hour later or an hour and a half later, you're going to open again the refrigerator and look for food. Whereas anybody who knows medicine, anybody who knows biochemistry, anybody who knows physiology knows that healthy vegetable fat cut your hunger, right? Another option would be to buy avocados, right? Avocados. Why not? You can buy avocados. And you're hungry, don't grab a banana. Don't grab an orange. Don't grab a pineapple. Don't do that, because you're going to have a spike of sugar, which going to cause your pancreas to produce insulin spiking in your blood. That insulin is going to make you fat, because insulin converts sugar into fat, right? Everybody knows that. Even first-year medical student knows that. And then 1 hour later, you're going to open the refrigerator, grab some rice leftover from yesterday, which is full of sugar again, an ice cream, a pizza. You're going to order, let's order Domino's pizza. But you just ate 3 bananas and half a pineapple. You're hungry again, right? Obviously, because you don't understand physiology, Dr. B is here to help you stay healthy, to help you eat less, to help you not get any fat. Dr. B is an expert in cardiovascular medicine. Dr. B has 14 licenses in medical ultrasound. When I take the ultrasound probe, I put it on my liver, kidney, my pancreas, my heart, my everything, my thyroid, my carotid arteries, everything. Everything looks like a baby. And there's absolutely no fat under my skin, no fat love handle. My butt is all muscle, guys. I have a cute little bubble butt, right? My ex-girlfriend loved my butt because she said, you got a butt of a baby, right? It's all muscle, guys. No fat. No freaking fat in my butt, no freaking fat in my legs, in my hip, in my belly. I have a belly flat like a board, right? So this is the diet that I have. And do not forget that you can also have some tomato paste. You can also have some fat-free, sugar-free yogurt, but not too much of it, because yogurt does have some carbohydrate. Maybe 1 tablespoon with this you can swallow. But this is so great tasty, and the fact of chewing will keep you busy, and drink some good healthy freaking green tea or any freaking other tea that you want, as long as it doesn't have sugar. You're gonna get so many antioxidants, vitamins, mineral with the tea, the coffee, caffeine free, and the nuts and the cocoa powder. Just stay away from sugar, guys, because it's the worst thing to do if you want to cut your hunger. So you come back from work, it's the evening, right? Don't freaking eat. Don't order a pizza. Don't go to the Burger King. Don't open the refrigerator. Put a lock on that fridge, right? Throw away all that garbage you have in the fridge, full of sugar, full of processed food that goes into your body and gives you an insulin spike, and the next day you have more fat on your belly, right? Do not do that, right? It's the worst thing you can do for yourself. You are killing yourself slowly but surely. Buy this. Go online, order them, make sure they're sugar-free, salt-free, and grab a fistful of those. Drink it with some good tea, a little bit of yogurt, fat-free, sugar, everything sugar-free, fat-free, non-processed. Non-processed food. Do not eat processed food. You're going to get cancers, right? You're going to get heart attacks, strokes. Nothing has to be processed. Healthy, natural, organic stuff, right? Guys, do not get fooled by those people who tell you that you need to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, right? It was okay when we were young. Now I'm 50 years young, 50 years old, whatever the cazzo you want to say it, right? I'm not going to eat fruits and vegetables 5 times per day. My belly's going to get up, right? I'm going to be fat, and it's a disaster, because I'm no longer the one I was when I was 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, 30 years old, where I used to play football, soccer, basketball, swim every day, run, bike, hike. Every freaking day I was in the street at the stadium with my buddies and do exercise. I used to go to the gym all the time, constantly, right? Now I go 2 hours. I used to go 4 hours at the gym and then swim and blah, blah, blah. We are not the same as we age. So those idiots who tell you that you need to keep eating like when you were a teenager, they are wrong. Now, one thing is certain. You need vitamins, mineral, antioxidants, and fibers. Here, all the fibers you need are in nuts. All the fibers you need are in tomato paste. All the fibers you need are in cocoa powder, nuts. All the vitamins you need, all the antioxidants you need, every freaking thing that you need are in all healthy nuts, cocoa powder, tomato paste. You know what I'm saying? Olive oil, walnut oil, right? And of course, avocados, right? Avocados are really good for you. Because they have healthy fat, they are extremely low in carbohydrate, and they are extremely healthy, packed with healthy dietary fibers, right? Those are really good. The problem is that I cannot keep them at home because they become they expire very quickly, right? They rot very quickly in my apartment, right? So I prefer having these. I can keep them for a long time. They last me a whole month. I don't need to spend all my time going to the store constantly buying stuff, right? I hate it. It's a waste of time for me, right? Going to the store. I hate to go to the stores, guys. My girlfriend, she would go to the store even when she doesn't need to buy anything, right? She just goes to the store. Let's go to the mall. Let's go, Dr. B, let's go to that store over there. Oh, she walks around, across all this. She goes from one store to the other, comes out of this store, goes to that one. She doesn't even need anything, right? I never go to a store if I don't need anything. If I don't need anything, why am I going to waste my precious time where I could meditate, go to the gym, do my yoga, do my Pilates, read a medical journal, read a book? Why would I go waste my time? Stupid store over there to look around and window shopping. What a waste of time, man. I don't understand what was wrong with her brain. But anyways, you get my point. Do not eat sugary stuff when you are craving for food. You want to cut your hunger in a few minutes? Nuts with tea and coffee. Guys, Dr. B went into medical school because he loves you. He cares about you. Dr. B wants you to grow old like me, God willing, 50 years more with you. I will keep teaching you. As soon as I found this YouTube channel, my God, you guys are my new students. You guys are in my classroom. I used to teach medicine and health sciences to medical students, student nurses, x-ray students, ultrasound students, MRI, and I missed it so much because I'm so busy at the clinic. I had to give up completely teaching, right? But now I have found my classroom. You, my friend, regardless of your gender, politics, blah, 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 ethnicity, whoever the cazzo you are, I don't give a cazzo. As long as you're a human being, I love you. And you are my student, and God willing, I will be your teacher to stay healthy, to grow old, to stay away from cancer, cardiovascular diseases, and all this stuff for the next 50 years. And God willing, because I will never retire from medicine, I will keep working at the clinic 8 to 10 hours a day, and I will keep teaching you until I'm 100 years old. Even then, when I'm on my wheelchair, I will keep doing the same thing. I will have to just hire somebody to push the wheelchair and take me away, wherever, to the clinic or back home, and blah, blah, blah. Guys, I love you. Get back to me if you need any help. Put your comments and whatever the cazzo you have to say or question down there. I promise I will get back to you. I am so busy with work, 8 to 10 hours of work, and I love it. 2 hours at the gym, 9 hours a night, no exception for sleeping, so that my brain stays sharp and I'm so energetic every day. But I will get back to you. I love you. I give you a big hug, whoever the cazzo you are. I really love you, and I really care for you genuinely. Bye-bye. Talk to you in the next video.